Hi, welcome to my video. Today I want to talk about Chinese language, to be specific. Here I have written some random stuff because the reason I'm doing this video is a lot of my friends who are interested in Chinese, but they just couldn't understand a lot of fundamental elements, and they got baffled by the complexity of this language, which is fair because when I used to learn Chinese, I got baffled all the times. There are lots of things that's somewhat hard to understand, and each of these characters have so much history. Well, let's start from basic. Chinese have two systems. One is writing system. Another is oral system, which is how you pronounce it. Let's say here I have written basic phoneme. For example, here you can see Chinese have tones. I use number to represent these tones. Sometimes there are more than 4 tones because only in Mandarin you got 4 tones. In other dialects and other languages within the Chinese language groups, they could have more than 10 tones, and it get quite different. I mean, in Mandarin you use these kind of lines, like small modifier, modify the letters, and you get the tone you want. But in other dialects you have to use number because there are just not many variations you can do, literally. First, let's see. This we call it A. The first tone is the, well, I don't know how to translate this properly, but it's just like gentle. It's very gentle. It's like A. It's short and it's gentle. And the first tone is A. It's a flat tone. It's very flat. Just A. Second is A. It sounds like a question. A. So it looks like this. The third is A. Like you bounce back. First you go down and then you bounce back. A. And the fourth is A. It's like a falling tone. It falls A. And well, each of them are basic phonies. Each one of them with different tones, they can be considered as one unique phonies. And you can, let's say, combine these phonies to get a word. Like this. This character means father, and it's pronounced in Mandarin as ba. And here I have wrote basic morpheme. Morpheme is like the fundamental structure, fundamental unit of a linguistic structure. For example, this ba is made of 2 components. One indicates the meaning and another indicates the sound. For example, here, the character that indicates the meaning is fu, which means father, in a classical way. Yeah, in the classical Chinese, or in the old time, people just call their father fu qin. Fu is this character. Qin means, well, I didn't write it. I can write it right now. Let me shift this here. This word means, well, this word means, I only know the meaning in Mandarin. It's like someone, you can say it's someone you're closest to, or bonded by blood. I'm sure it have a more like official meanings. I couldn't really remember it. I'm baffled as well. Even though I speak Mandarin as my mother tongue, but I'm not particularly good at it, to say. Well, and here is the indicator of sound, ba. The phoneme sounds similar. This is ba, this is ba. Even though the tone is different, but still this indicates a sound. and when you combine them, it became ba, father. This word itself means a specific region in the Sichuan province. Oh wait, no, it's not the province. It's what was it? Chongqing. It means it's a historical term for somewhere around Chongqing. Well, back then there were two separate kingdoms in Sichuan region. One is Ba and another is Shu, which is the same name for the kingdom in Three Kingdom. There were also a Shu. Well, I think I speak too much. I often just speak whatever comes in my mind. Now, this word sounds like ma, means mother, though the origin of this word, this character, or this concept, well, a lot of linguistic things is linguistists. How do you say that? Well, a lot of people who study language think this concept and this character is from the northern Wei dynasty, is like the concept from Xianbei people. Those people are nomads, which invaded China and settled there and became Chinese gradually. Some of their concepts and some of their languages have blended in and affected the Chinese languages. This word also has two indicators as well. This means female, is the indicator for female, and this is the indicator for sound, is ma. This word also means horse, so that's why there are some jokes on the internet about how in Chinese the word for mother and the word for horse is the same, which they are not the same because they have different tones, which makes them different words. Again, it must be funny. Like, I couldn't imagine how Westerners feel about this thing. Like, it's probably a whole new concept or whatever. And here I've written this characters. Let me write the sound. Okay, this characters also means mother, and it is pronounced as mu. People think this is the original Chinese word, Chinese characters for mother, because they have a much older history. The shape of this is supposed to be a mother breastfeeding her child, or simply two titties. And this is derived from this word, mu, which means someone who, wait, let me check. I think I have it here. It doesn't make any sense now, but before it makes sense. Animal husbandry. Sure. Its modern meaning is animal husbandry, shepherd, pasture, govern. It can mean all of them. And this is again the indicator for women, for female, because the shape of this is supposed to be representing a vajayjay, if you get what I mean. And this is sound, nu. In Chinese, we have this u umlaut or u umlaut, kind of similar to the German u umlaut, though they sound a little bit different. In German, it's like u. In Chinese, it's like yu, which sounds a little bit different, but basically it's not the same but similar. And this is how we write it. When we write this alphabet, we call it pinyin, which is how we spell Chinese characters. When we write it, we're supposed to not write the umlaut, these two dots, for basically the reason decided by the linguistics, which they think that common people are too stupid to remember these two dots, so better just take it off. But it's not wu, it's and when we type it on the keyboard, we type it like NV because we don't have U umlaut on our keyboard. So we use V. Let me show you an example. It's quite funny. Still, they just think people are stupid. And they will make convergency. NV, not conversion, confusion. This is how we type. I have seen like there are some memes on the internet about how Chinese people use a extremely enlarged, not enlarged, but like complicated keyboard with thousands of small keys, which is not true. We don't really need that. That would be funny though. And this is what I have. Let's see, what else can I say? Let's talk about alphabet for a little bit. In Chinese, we do have this so-called alphabet. We don't usually use it. These things are only for like foreigners or kids from kindergarten. When we graduate kindergarten, we are supposed to at least be able to remember about 100 characters. And when we graduate from elementary school, we are supposed to remember about 3,000 characters. When we graduate from middle school, it's about 5,000 and then 7,000. Though a lot of them are not in use, so yeah, basically a bunch of nonsense. And we call this pinyin. Let me write it down. Pin is first tone, and yin another first tone. I'm so bad at this. And here's the Chinese characters for this too. Yes. Pin means to combine. Yin means sound. So it means combine sound, or the tool we use to combine sounds. And that's it. This is all I have to say. If you have any question, feel free to leave it in the comment section, and if you want to say anything, just type it down below the comment section. And thank you for watching.